What's going on, Cancer? And welcome to the Chariot Friends. Justin here, and I hope you're just feeling phenomenal today. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just the best, Cancer, especially during our birthday season. And it keeps us growing. Feeling that solar energy, Cancer, just bask in it. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. We are in for an amazing journey. And for those of you who it's your birthday today, happy birthday, happy solar return. Hope you're just living it up, Cancer. And the purpose of this channel, let's get to business, Cancer. The purpose of the channel, for those of you who have Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, wherever, Cancer, this one's for you. And I do tarot card spreads based off our ruler here, the good old moon. And on top of what sign she's in, what phase she's in, and when she's going void, of course, just all of those lunar shenanigans. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me. Never force a reading on a situation, and everything will be fantastic, Cancer. Now, let's jump into it. Oh, maybe. There we go. Alrighty, Cancer. Your space has been cleansed. Gems. Feeling lovely. Just great energy all around here, Cancer. Cancer, have you had a chance to look up at the moon at all? Let me know, because I was watching, went from my little side gig yesterday, and I was staying out waiting for my ride, and I saw the moon. I was just like, well, look at that. Look at this moon in Scorpio. And that's where the moon's at, Cancer. Moon is in Scorpio, and with this energy, this is a very powerful, kind of intense energy for the moon. But this is nice because it's going to increase the depth of your intuition, Cancer. It's very resilient energy as well. So this is something, if you have any sort of task that you're needing to push through, thank you, anything that you're needing to push through or need that drive, you know, Scorpio energy, they're the fixed water sign, and whatever they set their feelings to, man, they're gonna find it. And this is, or they're gonna get to it, and they'll also find it, Cancer, because they also, Scorpio's like the detectives of the Zodiac. You know, they have, being associated with the 8th house and being ruled, you know, by Mars and Pluto, they have an ability to bring the hidden up to the surface. So that's maybe something you notice as well. Maybe some more things are becoming more clear to you, Cancer. There may be something that you want to investigate into or something along those lines. And one more thing, Cancer, this Scorpio energy is just naturally magnetic. You know, it's just one of those qualities. All the fixed signs have something just a little extra that just kind of draws you to them. That kind of stands out from the other modalities. And so this may be an energy you may notice that the energies are just a little more it's interesting energy with the moon in Scorpio, Cancer. So just pay attention to that. And also with the waxing gibbous. This is an energy of, you know, clarifying your direction and, you know, your intentions. You know, we're getting to the finish line here, Cancer. Almost a light at the end of the tunnel here. So this is just seeing, you know, how are you doing? You know, with what you've been focusing on since this beginning of this lunar cycle. You know, are you feeling good about what you achieved? Is there any other last minute tweaks? And, you know, Cancer, it's not like you got to stop tweaking after the full moon there. It's just like it's constant refinement, you know, and it's going to depend on your schedule. I'm actually kind of redoing my schedule right now, which is annoying, but it's fine. we gotta accommodate, Cancer. And it's just, and that's the thing. It's finding, I like that this card says is associated with temperance, you know, the Sagittarius card. And that's actually what's coming up next here after Scorpio. But, you know, it's finding that growth, that balance, and all this stuff, that harmony. So I like that. And then last couple things here, Cancer. These readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations. And then the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested. And also down below, and Cancer, remind me today. I'm adding that other reader on there. I've been thinking about it and then get distracted. So I have a list of readers down that I like, Cancer. Let me tell you what's going on. A list of readers that I like down in the description box below. So definitely check them out. Very intuitive group. One of them's a Scorpio, actually. Very fantastic. So definitely check that out, Cancer. But let's get to your general energy of the day, which is one of our cards, Cancer. I love it. Feeling. Oh, and I really like this card because this is the fourth card of Cancer's, which is the Mirror card. And with this card, this is a card of self-aware, seeing clearly, ego, facing issues, self-assessment, self-improvement, insecure, making comparisons, reflection, obsessed, narcissistic, vain, self-love, and self-appreciation. And Cancer pretty much take all of those self things, and that's what this birthday season is about. It's just like really, because Cancer season, where our birthday season is great, but it does bring up it can bring up insecurities because it's an emotional time for us right now too. It really does kind of ask us to really kind of look at ourselves and kind of see, like, are there some areas in our lives that we don't like? Are there any issues that we aren't facing? Because Cancer, we are kind of like, I think about the I don't know where she's at in here. I don't think I have her at that disposal. Oh, hey, Empress. But it is a great time to Empress. But I think about the Queen of Cups sometimes with this card in the Thoth deck, because she is impressionable by the energies of all the other cards. And where when we learn to really refine that ability, it is a wonderful thing, Cancer. But Cancerian energy does have a way of, because we can feel to such a degree, we can reflect the energies of other. When we get into that empathetic state, we're trying to really feel where someone's coming from and go into that depths with them. And sometimes we can take on energies that aren't our own, and really kind of get it, like, it becomes rooted in us, Cancer, in a way that, I was just at there was like a little trivia thing going on, and it was so funny when they were talking about like old songs that were brought up. It's like I couldn't tell you when it came out. I know the artist, and I know who the artist is sometimes, and it's like the songs that would come up, but I more so remember what I was feeling in that when that song was coming out more than I remember what was actually going on. And that's where I feel like Cancer, it's paying attention. And when I bring up, like, when I start talking about like the void of course and things, and granted, you don't have to do it on like the exact void of course time, but just making moments for checking in with yourself and seeing what energies that you have taken on and developing a stronger self. And not that you're not already self-aware, Cancer, but develop a deeper image of the energies that you take on, like the Queen of Cups. It's just like, is anything I don't want to say tainting, but is something there that doesn't belong there normally? Or is there something that needs to be integrated, or something like that, Cancer? It's and making sure too, yeah, like, again, to just like make sure we're cleansing our energies, whether that be through maybe this could be maybe for like going for a walk, or maybe we're listening to some healing music, maybe we're burning some incense, just keeping yourself in a calm space, Cancer. I really do like this card. Let's get some tarot on this and talk some more. See how we are going to Empress and do some self improvements and all that good stuff, Cancer. And if you haven't shown yourself any self-love today, Cancer, any appreciation for what you've done and how you've affected others, let's do that. Let's do that. Take a moment right now while I'm shuffling, and then tell yourself how great you are. And really, Cancer, because it's a lot. It's a whole lot to deal with this stuff, right, Cancer? We're gonna hermit. We're gonna self-love. Look at this, Knight of Cups. I'm with it. Hold on. Thank you. Let's see what we got here, Cancer. Cancer. So I saw her over here in my other deck. So it's about to be Empress to the max. I don't even get. No, let's focus on what we all have here. So, girl. So we have obviously the Empress, the Knight of Cups, the Five of Wands, the Four of Cups, and then the Hermit here, Cancer. In Cancer, I really do feel that, especially during our birthday season, if you haven't done anything nice for yourself, do some things that you love. Maybe you want to go to a beach. Maybe you like, is there a shark in there? Maybe you like want to go to an aquarium. Maybe go swim with sharks. Just do some stuff that you love, Cancer, and make this a point, especially if we've been maybe in a state of tension or a state of like. It almost feels like a combination of maybe with this Four of Cups, we've been kind of like weighing on our, like, maybe life has been, the options of life have been kind of weighing down on us, and maybe it's a interesting balance, Cancer. It's like you want to, it's like a mix of frustration and a mix and but trying to keep that all bottled up, and then it just kind of gets channeled into this sort of just like type of energy, hope that translated well. But this is a great time for us to really, and especially because tomorrow, depending on when you're watching this, on the 30th of June, Neptune's going to go retrograde. And I've been excited about this energy, Cancer. I really feel that this is going, even if it's not forming a like an aspect with your sign, just the energy that's coming through, being that it's happening in a water element in Pisces, and she's at home when it's happening. We really are going to get a grander view in of the veil, of what Neptune really has in store for us, like what we can really achieve, like what I mean Empress goals, what you want to bring to life here, Cancer. This is a very powerful energy for manifestation. We are in the energy's potent, and this is a time to really start doing some brainstorming, really start facing any sort of issues, any sort of insecurities, anything along those lines, and seeing if we can repair it in any sort of way. Maybe if we got in like a conflict, maybe an argument with someone, and if we can maybe extend an olive branch, maybe see if there's a conversation that we can have. Dope, Cancer. But if we feel like if we can't, then it's just like, then how do we make peace with that? How do we keep it so that it's not bothering us, so that it can becomes like a weight on you later, where no matter when there's a new opportunity come up, we enjoy it for a moment, but then you get brought back to that conflict, and then it kind of sullies all of these experiences, Cancer. Because this is funny, I like that this is the fourth card of Cancers. We're associated with the fourth house. Four of Cups is the moon in Cancer, and the moon's at home here, Cancer. And then we got a great relationship with Venus. A lot of nurturing energy here, Cancer, and a lot of energies that we can heal find some inner peace, and really, that's beautiful, Cancer. Hermit, Empress, that's really beautiful. That's Nine of Coins all day, the Nine of Pentacles, and I feel like that's where, make this a point, Cancer. Think about, that's what the solar return is all about, with the sun, hitting all of our sun placements if your sun signs in Cancer. It's figuring out how we can really just get our Empress energy combined, see if because the Empress is a culmination of all the queens. So if we've been maybe lacking in ambitions, the Queen of Wands, or maybe we've been, just all those energies, Cancer. That's beautiful. So beautiful. We're going to get a little bit more on this Five of Wands here, Cancer. Hold on. Alright, Cancer. Thank you. Let's see what else is going on here. Interesting. Okay, so the Five of Wands is clarified by the Nine of Wands, Cancer. And this feels to me that even on a more just kind of just like physical kind of aspect, and keep in mind this isn't like medical advice or anything, but I do feel like being mindful of how we may be pushing ourselves, Cancer. I feel like that the energies are starting to pick up in a way. We're in a time of, I feel like, really kind of heavy, like, self-evaluation time, This is, the energies are moving, and it's cool to kind of see what's going down, but I feel like we're in a time of kind of like, really kind of trying stuff and seeing what's sticking right now. And we just want to be mindful of our energies, Cancer, of how you're expending this stuff, even if this is something that's getting you towards what you love. Sometimes we can get so wrapped up in the dream and things that it's hard to find that balance. So just something to think about there, Cancer, with that growth. Dope. Okay, let's see what some challenges are, Cancer. Could possibly mess up this flow other than some burnout. I really like that Knight of Cups, spreading all that love around, Cancer. And I feel like that's something too, if you make it a point, if you're thinking about it, spread a little sunshine around there, Cancer. Maybe make someone's day, maybe compliment on something. Not only if as the spirit moves you, Cancer, you don't force it, but I don't know, I feel like we're in a time of just like, you're really spreading some good vibrations here. Oh, yes we are, because look at freaking Capricorn. You got the devil here, Cancer. You got the Eight of Wands, and then you got the Ace of Pentacles here. And you know what, Cancer? like I was saying, I do feel like that the energies are kind of picking up a little bit, that things could potentially get out of hand. And I feel like that we're, not that there's a lot of toxicity going around, but it's going to be a mixed bag, Cancer. I feel like with all the changes that are happening, with all the growth, it can be, with Cancer season, again, it's very, it can be, it's an emotional time. And I feel like that this is a great chance, like just how I was saying, maybe going to compliment someone, just even someone. It doesn't matter, Cancer. It could be just like maybe simple, maybe just holding a door or whatever that's looking like. But I feel like this is a great energy, especially how beautiful this is. Take that Empress energy and start planting seeds of abundance here, planting seeds of beauty, and for some others. I do feel like that with this devil, like Eight of Wands kind of energy here, just thinking with the self-awareness and kind of the facing issues, and just if there's something that you've noticed that has gotten maybe out of hand, that's been maybe kind of limiting your growth a little bit. Maybe we've been overindulging, because the devil's a local, he's doing a lot. Maybe we've been overindulging on a little ice cream here, or maybe we've been kind of caught up with money. Maybe we've been gambling, or however that may be looking. Cancer, you're in a safe space here. But if things are getting out of hand, it's the first I really kind of looked at that. You see this volcano in the background, Cancer? We want to be mindful, because that's where, and listen, because after the devil card is the Tower. And I feel that this is a situation, considering that this card popped up here now, if we notice something before it becomes a tower moment, instead of it becoming a tower moment that it feels like it's happening to you, Mars energy, let it become one that you take action towards, that you cause. That, what, I'm going to be the catalyst for change. I'm going to plant new seeds, work with this lunar cycle energy, and plant something beautiful. Get this sunshine here. Look at how proud she is. That coin, Empress goals. But it's something that I'm really pumped about that, Cancer. I don't even know what I was going to say about the Hermit. More. One more. Okay. Oh, what's good? All right, Cancer, one more on this before we move on. The World. Saturn energy. It's slowed down a little bit, but the World, Saturn, Pisces, in like the Eight of Cups, the World, the Moon, Pisces, and then the Eight of Cups, which is Saturn and Pisces, have been going around there for like a week and a half or so, and I felt like it was a lot of emphasis on either I feel like there's a big thing about here getting in touch with spirituality. I feel like Saturn is really where he's in a really kind of cool placement, because Saturn rules over Capricorn, where he's in a really cool placement. I feel like that it's been kind of like a reminder of like, if we really work with this, with where the energies are at right now, over this next till the next year, there's can really set you up, Cancer, for some great success, for some powerful spiritual growth and abundance in however you're looking like for this. If spirituality, is it mental clarity, is it physical health, is it you getting that nice house, Cancer? We still don't know this. Whatever, are we achieving Empress dreams? But I do again feel like in a time of, we just want to be mindful of just what energies that we're in, and getting stuck in that type of stuff, Cancer, because I feel like that's going to affect the pace of how this growth is going to go. And considering too with the retrogrades and things, the energies are kind of slowing down a little bit anyway, but with Jupiter being in Taurus for the next year, that does give us a chance to evaluate this stuff, to think about some long-term saving things. So it's all kind of working out in the end there, Cancer. Dope. Let's get some advice from Saturn and Pluto here. Cancer. Alright, let's see. When we talk about her, the Queen of Wands. Interesting, Cancer. So last little bit here, we have the Five of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Page of Cups. I like that little combo there. Let's switch back over here, Cancer. Because with this energy, we are in an energy of, I feel like really kind of like evaluating our routines, Cancer, and kind of figuring out, is this is what we're focusing on right now really kind of conducive to our security? Is this bringing the foundation that we really want? Are we taking enough time for some creative disputes, but getting those accomplishments? Because I mean, look at the Queen of Wands in the Knight of Cup, or in the Knight of Wands. He's looking at this dragon. Look at Queen of Wands. She said, "F that, I'm about to tame one." And so that's where it's like, are we pursuing our passions and feeling accomplished, feeling like we're achieving our goals and whatever that looks like? Because I feel like with the Capricorn energy as well, we're in an energy of really like kind of like refining any kind of existing skills that you want to, Cancer. You're just thinking with the Seven of Swords here, learning some new skills and really getting eyes on, just with the Seven of Swords as well. This is a card of deception, a card of trickery and things, and getting eyes on energies that maybe we've told ourselves isn't as, I don't want to say it's almost like a sense of like, it's an interesting energy, Cancer. It's just like we've convinced ourselves something that maybe things are as fine as more fine than what they actually are. You know what I mean? It's just getting eyes on that stuff and seeing if it is, messing with your foundation, are you feeling any sort of, are we feeling impoverished in any sort of way? And if we are, what ways can we do to get that back in order? With the Eight of Pentacles here, how can we start creating that energy and getting this stuff done, Cancer? Because with the Queen of Wands, and it may seem reckless for others, but with the Queen of Wands, she's the type that, and I've kind of lived by this philosophy too, Cancer. You may not know what it means all the time, but it's just like, when life's in a pinch, and you're trying to get better about that. But when life's in a pinch, I really was living in my Queen of Wands there for a while. But when life, kind of goes, throws you a curveball, maybe throws you a devil mode or something like that, you're going to get it figured out. You're intuitive, you're creative, you can think on your feet. Because that's what she didn't know how she was going to get this dragon. Her son came back and said, "There's a dragon on the volcano." She's like, "Bet." All right, Cancer. I think I'm gonna leave that there. Now she's doing a lot. She's got a great sense of humor too. I like that. But Cancer, if you liked any of that, or if anything resonated with you, give it a thumbs up and share this, Cancer. If you know someone who's maybe been dealing with any sort of issues with self, because we really are. If we don't focus on anything else, Cancer, just some self-love. I don't like telling you to do anything, but show yourself some love, some care. It's a great energy, right? Always, but the energy is great right now for it. And if you haven't already, subscribe, hit that bell button. You get notified when I release videos each week or each day. And then maybe a little something to help you with some because she's meditating by a campfire here, Cancer. I like that. Maybe we're meditating by a campfire. How lovely. Well, now where I'm at, mosquitoes all over the place. But nature my problem. But I'm on this meditation app, Insight Timer, and I started a group on there called Zodiacs Raising the Vibration. And it's just a group that posts like positive affirmations, encouraging messages, things along those lines. And as the group grows, I'm definitely going to start posting some different meditations, like self-care with the Empress, and getting over vices with the devil, things along those lines. So definitely check that out, Cancer. And then lastly, check your sun, your moon, your rising. I got a couple apps in the description box. Check your Mars, your Venus, your Jupiter. Just check it out, Cancer. And then come on over to my other channel, the Alchemist 8. I do videos weekly there with different themes. It's a good old time. And all that housekeeping down in the description box below. But let me get you surprise cards here so I can get you out of here, Cancer. So let me show you something. Because see, on this card here, it says Temperance. And look what you got. Temperance. I'm with it, Cancer. Look how zen she looks. Look how balanced she's feeling. Are you feeling like that, Cancer? And again, if there's any areas that we're feeling, feeling kind of rocky, where we're not feeling as solid, how can we bring balance to that? Because the thing about the devil is, when we notice, the devil has a very unorthodox way of. I'm about to get your oracle card, Cancer. But the devil has a very unorthodox way of trying to help us to grow. He'll take your problem like he's doing with these teenagers. It's like, hey, I heard you was quitting ice cream, but it's on sale. You know, that's the devil, and it's just like, you good with that, Cancer? And it's aggressive, but he means well. And if it doesn't quite work out, Cancer, then that gives us a chance to go back, because before the devil is the Temperance card. And it's just finding another area that you need to grow in, another area that we need to work in, finding that balance, that achievement. But, okay, let me get your Oracle card. Thank you. Let's see, we got Cancer. Ooh, interesting. So you got the... Ooh, this is very interesting, Cancer. So you got the 51st card, the Dragon's Blood, which is the Anima Mundi card. Very fascinating card, Cancer. And this one is ruled by Lilith. I want to say it's a sign for Lilith. It's either the Black Moon or Lilith. I want to say that's Lilith and for Pluto here. And that's interesting energy, Cancer, because that's really kind of transforming, like, some, because Lilith deals with like some dark stuff, you know. That's that other side. Like, it's interesting. My Lilith, oddly enough, is in Capricorn. I'm almost positive it's in Capricorn, and that's dealing with that's some deep awareness, Cancer. And I feel that this is something with this energy popping up, you know, just again, if we have any sort of issues or insecurities that are wanting to be faced, this is an opportune time to learn to turn them into allies, you know what I mean, as opposed to, because the more we keep them down, the louder they get, and the louder they manifest in interesting ways, Cancer. Because Pluto is aggressive. Pluto's like, you know, he does a lot. And Lilith ain't no better. So this is, and listen, this is not to get me scare you or anything. It's more so just to really ask yourself those deep questions, Cancer. And Seven of Swords, be honest with yourself. Is there anything that we haven't been facing? And then how are we, and again, you don't need to face it like right that moment. We don't need to just hop into that thing, can't just go slaying dragons. It's more so just like, okay, it's in orbit. I'm thinking about it, you know, even just starting there. It's just like, okay, I know that that's something that needs to be addressed, and we're still just formulating the idea. So meditate on it, Cancer. Sit by a campfire, and as it makes sense, you know, but just try not to get to this place where we're ignoring it, you know, because we're an experiential sign. The more that we feel, the more that we grow. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I could talk to you about emotions all day, Cancer. But yeah, it's a powerful little ending there, Cancer. Very, very transformative energy, and I like that. Got that. That's some third eye stuff going on there, Cancer. So tap into that. I'm with it. But you stay safe out there, Cancer, with all this meditation, and be sure to, because I mean, come on. Oh, now she want to hide. Empress, all day, every day, Cancer. Make sure we're taking care of ourselves. And keep eyes on the moon, Cancer. I hope you can see the moon wherever you're at. Like, since, I will say, the one perk since I've moved, I can see the moon a lot more. So that's been really nice. So yeah, definitely, whenever you get a moment, Cancer, just send her some love and light, and I'll tell you, you get that back tenfold. Oof. And don't forget about the full moon coming up here soon, Cancer. Go get your gallon of water ready. Leave that out for the full moon. I'm about to do that tonight. And I will catch you on the next one tomorrow.